Are we live? And hello! Hi everyone! Oh my god. It's great to have you with me. It's pretty day today. Today is when the circuit breaker in Singapore starts. So if you are in Singapore or any other parts of the world, please stay at home and let's do our part. And I'm sure most of you are because you're watching this video. And let's have a look, see who's around. And Summer is here. First one from Azerbaijan. Ian. Hi, Ian. Joshua. Hello, Joshua. Keith Ho. Hello, Keith. Very weird, not weird, very special name, huh, Keith? I wonder who might you be. I definitely do not know who you are. Okay. And hi, Phoebe. Hi, you want the whole body, right? So once again, it's 5 p.m. in Singapore, and welcome to the live stream. Today we're going through some stretches and a 10-minute vocal workout as well. So first off, thank you all for taking the time to come and watch my live stream, and I hope we all have a good time doing this together. So the first thing we are going to do is stretches, right? So if you've watched yesterday's video, we'll be doing similar stretches as well. So here's the first one. First of all, clasp your hands behind your back, right? And pull it backwards, your hand, raise your chest, and draw your shoulder blades back. And we're gonna do this for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. So we're doing this stretch, even though we're not gonna be exercising like vigorously, but it's good to stretch out the muscles around the throat as well, because then we'll want to relieve some of the tension that may affect the voice. And actually, we do use these parts of the muscles, like the pecs, the latissimus dorsi, and yeah, for singing as well. So it's really good to start to stretch and remove those tension. Great. Now moving on, we're gonna do a very simple tongue stretch if you haven't already. This is one of my favorite. Do it for 8 counts. So ready? 1, 2, 3, and go. Ha, ha, ha. 7 and 8. Great. Now we're going to look to the left, and we're going to stretch our neck at the same time, and you'll feel a stretch on your tongue, the side of the tongue as well. 8 and great. Now we're going to look to the right and stick your tongue out to the right and go. You're going to feel a stretch on the sternocleidomastoid muscle here and the side of the tongue as well. 7, 8, and we're done. Great. Now we're good to go for the stretches. I hope you felt a good stretch your tongue and the root of the tongue as well, because the tongue, once again, is the root of a lot of tension. So it's great to try to alleviate that. And now moving on. Yesterday we did the sirens, and I hope you remember it wrongly, okay? Oh! First off, too loud, mouth shape moving everywhere. So you want to keep this as soft as possible. And the mouth, we're just gonna go with a very small ooh. So just okay? So just very quickly, that's gonna give us a good stretch in the voice, and it's gonna go up and down. So we get a good stretch because the vocal cords are gonna thin out as we go higher, all right? Now, moving on, I'm just gonna go through that really quickly. So today, we're gonna talk about something special, which is raising the soft palate. Okay, so what is raising the soft palate? First off, we need to know what is the soft palate, okay? So if you open your mouth, and you look inside, you can see that dangly thing, which is called the uvula. And let me just show you. And you see that dangly thing over there. So that dangly thing is connected to the soft palate. So how can we feel what is the soft palate? If you use your tongue and you just gently glide across the roof of your mouth, you can feel that it's hard and there are ridges. So that is gonna be the hard palate. And if you move backwards, all the way, you can feel at the very back, it's soft. Now that is the soft palate. So why do we want to know how to raise this soft palate, right? So the soft palate is essentially a doorway to the nose, right? So if you raise up the soft palate, it's gonna close the door to the nose, and that way you get rid of any sound traveling into the nose. For example, if I go, ah, that's without the nose. If I go, ah, ah, you can hear the sound changes because sound is actually traveling through my nose, and doing this, it disrupts the sound, the stream, and that's why the sound changes. So if I raise my soft palate, it's going to be ah, and it doesn't change, right? So moving on to my next point. If people say that you're usually very nasal, this is one thing that's going to help you. So how do we raise this soft palate? Okay, there are a few ways to do it. First of all, which is the simplest way, but not everyone can do it, is to imagine you have a blocked nose. So if you think that you have a blocked nose, automatically you sound like this, you know, I can't speak because it feels like my nose is all congested. So when this happens, you'll see that my soft palate is raised. Ah, 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 right? So that's one way to do it. And if you can't im underwater and go, usually we do that, right? So on the onset of it, when you go, imagine that you're gonna go underwater, and you can just be aware of that feeling of the blocked nose. And then you start speaking. So you kind of hold your breath a little bit, but you don't want to be holding it like this. So very gently, hold your breath, and then just speak. Ah. Okay? So that is the other way. The third way, and this is a very good way to actually feel and see and hear the difference. Grab a bottle if you have. Mineral water bottle will be fine, or anything that's in a closed container. So mine has a little extra hole here, so I need to cover that. Really simply, to check if your soft palate is raised or not, simply put your mouth over the hole and just phonate with your soft palate raised. So if it is raised, it will sound like this. And you won't be able to make sound. And your cheeks actually bloat up on its own. And that's because the air only goes through your mouth because the door to the nose is closed, so there's nowhere else to go. If I'm nasal, if my soft palate is not raised, I can still phone it, right? So do that to check if your soft palate is raised or not. And moving on, how and why is this applicable to singing, right? First off, being nasal. Next thing is this next exercise we're gonna do, which is called the lip trill. So we talked about the lip trill yesterday, and we're gonna do it again today. Okay? So really simply, once again, purse your lips, hand by the side, lift it gently. Okay. And remember to have that underlying buh sound. And we're gonna go. But this time, keep your soft palate raised. And if you can't do it, it's okay. Just keep in mind that you want to get that feeling, and over time, you'll slowly get used to it, and you'll slowly learn how to raise the soft. Remember to keep that soft palate raised. Remember to keep this really dopey. ignore the sound, but allow it to raise. If you feel like this is too high for you, just come back in wherever you feel comfortable. Remember, it doesn't have to be very loud. It can be a soft sound, but remember, the underlying sound has to be a whoa, whoa. Just two more. One last one. Great. Ooh. There we go. Sorry, my mic just fell. Mic drop, boom. So that was a good workout, a good stretch. And now we're gonna move on to the final exercise. I know we're running a bit late today, which is what we call, or rather people call, the puffy cheek exercise. So what is this puffy cheek exercise? Okay, we're gonna go really simply, just ooh. So you want to have a little gap at your lip. Ooh. Imagine you're trying to imitate the wind blowing. Ooh. Ooh. The key is we need to raise the soft palate for this to work. Okay. So when the soft palate is raised, the sound can only come up from the mouth, right? And the mouth has such a small opening when we do it like this. So what happens? This is called a semi-occluded vocal tract exercises. Semi-occluded means part of it is blocked. So when we narrow the vowel to such a small space, ooh, what happens is the air that's trying to get out, some of it actually goes backwards, and that causes back pressure and goes onto the cords, which balances out lung pressure coming from underneath, and that allows our cords to vibrate more efficiently and with less tension. So here's how it goes. We're going to do it very simple. And we go, ooh. Okay, after you. Ooh. Remember to get that soft palate raised. How to check is to constantly pinch your nose while you're doing that. There should be minimal to no sound changes. If you are not raising your soft palate, it will sound like and the sound changes. Okay? So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Remember to keep that soft palate raised and have a gentle slide. Now you're gonna come back down. We're almost there. And you should actually feel that your voice feels kind of good. Last one. Last one. Great. Now that we've done it and we actually start speaking, you can actually hear in my voice, it's a bit more resonant and it feels like a lot of the pressure is actually gone. So that really helps. And I hope you guys keep on that and keep trying that. Once again, all these exercises, you can do them without a piano at all. Lip trills, anywhere you want. Puffy cheek exercises. Anywhere, especially on notes where you feel like, oh, I feel a bit tense. Just go like, but remember, the soft palate has to be raised, okay? So remember, you can do that anywhere, and I hope you guys enjoyed the workout together with me. That's 10 minutes, actually more than 10 minutes. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So tomorrow, we'll be talking a little bit more about applying this exercise and doing other exercises as well. So definitely do tune in. That is really what's gonna help to build our voice to get stronger and ease off the tension. And great, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, time for some Q&A. Let's have a look at the comment section. You use the word phonate in voice terms. What does it mean? Phonate, I would say, is when the vocal cords in the larynx, they come together and make sound. So when air passes through our vocal cords or our larynx or voice box, the vocal cords come together and they start vibrating. And when they vibrate, they produce sound. And that is when we are phonating. I hope that answers the question. Oh yes, like Skillet said, in other words, it means vocalize. You're welcome, Summer. This is a stupid question, but are you suggesting we should sing with a blocked nose? Does that mean we sing better when we have a cold? And I think it's a brilliant question. So why do we practice this, raising this soft palate and doing these exercises like this? Because when you raise the soft palate and you do your lip trills, in a way, it is also a semi-occluded exercise. And that, all in all, semi-occluded vocal exercises really help with releasing the tension and balancing air pressure. So when we sing, though, it's a totally different story, because what is the main point of singing? The main point of line, that phrase, call for, does it call for a more nasal tone, or does it call for a not so nasal tone? Also, the soft palate is a door, and a door can be closed to any degree. It can be fully closed, can be fully open, or it can be left on halfway. And that changes the world. Do I go, a whole new world? Or do I go, a whole new world? Most of the time, we want somewhere in the middle. A whole new world. Also, to mention that N itself goes somewhere in between for your soft palate. Thank you for the brilliant question, Summer. Hello, Alvin. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you here with me. And Fastest, thanks for the lesson. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, and that's almost 5 minutes. We got 1 more minute to go. Before I complete, we'll try to work out a common date, a common time, and we'll work on a trial lesson. The trial lesson will last for about 30 minutes, and we'll work through and so on and so forth. Anything about singing and yourself. And great, let's see. Any other questions? Otherwise, I'll give it like another 10 more seconds. I really appreciate the effort for everyone coming here together to do some exercises. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in. It's same time, 5 p.m. GMT +8. Don't forget to check me out. And hope to see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to do the exercises as well. See ya. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. What is my email, right? So you can either DM me on my Instagram or my Facebook page, which is all in the comment and the description. I'll put them in the description. Or you can email me at rayhansings@gmail.com. Okay? So once again, that's Rayhan, my name, Rayhan Sings with an S @gmail.com. Drop me an email and try to schedule something out. I'll see you guys.